In the peaceful countryside of Ireland, there lived a humble young man named Joseph Medlicott Scriven. He was known by all for his kind smile, gentle hands, and deep faith in Jesus. Joseph had everything a young man could hope for: loving parents, a good education, and a heart full of dreams. But the greatest joy of his life was his fiancée, a sweet girl he loved dearly. They were to be married in just a few days, and joy filled their hearts like sunlight after rain. On the eve of their wedding, tragedy struck. While crossing a river on horseback to visit Joseph, his fiancée slipped and drowned. Joseph arrived only to find her lifeless body taken by the current. His world crumbled. Grief settled over Joseph like a cold fog. Everything he had once loved about Ireland now reminded him of what he had lost. So, with a broken heart and a prayer in his pocket, he left his homeland and sailed to Canada, hoping for healing and a new beginning. In Canada, Joseph lived simply, not chasing wealth or recognition, but devoting his life to helping others. He chopped wood for widows, carried water for the sick, and read the Bible to lonely elders. Many called him the man who lived the Sermon on the Mount. Years passed. One day, Joseph received a letter from his mother in Ireland. She was very sick and bedridden, but Joseph was too poor to sail back to her. His heart ached again. Another person he loved was suffering, and he could not be there. So Joseph did the only thing he could. He wrote her a poem not of sorrow, but of hope, not of despair, but of trust. He reminded her of the one friend who never leaves, not in pain, not in fear, not in death. He wrote, "What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer." He folded the paper, kissed it, and sent it to his mother. A simple poem, yet full of power. That poem, originally written to comfort one sick mother, spread across the world. Years later, it was set to music and became a hymn sung in churches, homes, prisons, and battlefields. It crossed oceans, languages, and generations, a reminder that we are never alone. Joseph never sought recognition. He never claimed to be the author of the hymn. He once said, "The Lord and I wrote it together." He died quietly, having given his life not for himself, but for others, and for Jesus, his eternal friend. Graduation cap moral of the story. Even in the deepest sorrow, we are never alone. When we bring our pain, burdens, and joys to Jesus in prayer, we find a friend who never fails. Like Joseph, we may not always have silver or strength, but we can choose to live with kindness, faith, and love. And in doing so, we shine a light that can comfort the world.